We should all be asking for local efficiency audits, and here's why. I'm Charles Blaine, and this is Texas Tomorrow. Local governments do a lot of things. Some things that we expect them to do, like public safety, infrastructure, and roads, and some things that we don't, like universal basic income programs. And we often question if they should be doing some of the things that they're doing, but we seldom question if they are doing the things that they are supposed to be doing well. Now, of course, we always talk about how street pavements are slow and police response times are high, and those are questions of efficiency. But we never really see local governments sit down and do a full audit of efficiency for the programs that they have in place. And it's probably for good reason, because it wouldn't look too good on their behalf. Because local governments do some audits. Every year they do. But they usually accompany the budget and are somehow always seeming to validate whatever programs that entity is doing. And they never really come back with areas in which the entity can be more efficient. And that's why we truly need third-party independent audits. Houston is currently doing this. Mayor John Whitmire and City Council contracted with Ernst & Young to perform an efficiency audit. While results are far from being public right now, one thing that has been made public is that about 40% of the city's directors, the managers, are only managing 3 or 4 people apiece instead of full teams. The full audit expects to have a lot of other findings, particularly in areas where the city can reduce expenses and offset future tax increases, but we're yet to get there. But in 2018, citizens in Austin launched the Citizens for an Accountable Austin program, and they submitted a petition with 80,000 signatures to audit the city of Austin and help find savings to reduce the demand on the city of Austin's taxpayers. Now, unfortunately, it was unsuccessful at the ballot box, but 80,000 people signing that petition means something. It certainly means that there's interest. Without an objective audit, it's hard to determine if a city is running efficiently. Much of what we see and feel is just that. It's what we see and feel. It's not tangible numbers that we can point to that say our city is operating or not operating as effectively as it could be. There are layers upon layers of government bureaucracy, rulemaking agencies, and otherwise, and the only way to truly determine if we're running lean or bloated, if money is being spent appropriately, or if the return on investment for our taxes is big enough, is through an audit. Much of what you find in local government is often that contracts are continuously paid or processes followed simply because it has always been that way, not because it's the best way or the best practice. And those working in the system often prefer to keep it that way rather than look for ways to do better. And that's why third-party audits, an extra set of eyes, is the answer. In some instances, these audits have saved up to 4% of annual budgets. In other areas, they've been praised for producing savings that are 10 times greater than the cost of the audit itself. And, we all complain about services, fines, fees, and tax increases, but efficiency audits are one of the very few ways that give us, the taxpayers, an honest perspective of how efficiently our local governments are operating and spending that money. And when we undoubtedly find out that they're not efficient, they can provide recommendations to change course. School districts in Texas now have to do efficiency audits before raising taxes, so shouldn't our other entities do so as well? Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Texas Tomorrow. Please like, share, comment, and let us know what's going on in your neighborhood because we'd love to talk about it.